We often have the conversation about what men qualify as high value or what's considered a high value man. But what we don't speak about is the crux of the matter, which is women are saying they want a high value man until it's time to actually deal with the traits and the archetype. How do you think one gets to that level to where they're considered by other men, which is the actual key to be high value? It's obviously more than money. And if it's not obvious, I'll tell you what the components are. The money matters, how long you've been able to sustain that amount of money in terms of a wage. So if you make 100,000, it has to be sustained. It can't just be 100,000 and then you make 50,000 for the rest of your life, right? It has to become a status quo for that person. Also, what type of influence does that person have? When they speak, do people listen? When that man walks in a room, can everybody tell without him saying a word? Does he have the presence and the vibration that draws people in and even draws people together? Is he able to galvanize the troops? What does his network look like? Is he connected to other men of the same ilk that could potentially bring opportunities both for himself and the people around him? What does he offer in return? Does he offer the same level of opportunity, right? Because of recidivism amongst men of this ilk has to matter. Now, what are the traits of this archetype? Because women swear it's gonna go how it's not gonna go. There's a level of narcissism that comes with a man who's able to achieve, influence, create opportunities for others, right? That person is gonna be intrinsically driven, intrinsically motivated. They're motivated for themselves, right? To be great. Remember, it's called self-esteem and not we esteem. And these men will have just that. But the manifestation of it is what you're gonna have to deal with in a relationship. You're gonna feel like you put on the back burner or you don't have as much value in that man's life because that man been moving like that before he met you. You can be a catalyst, no doubt. You should be an asset, but he's probably gonna get there regardless of what you do or say. He's going to be focused on his goals. Those goals are going to be primary, and you're going to have to acquiesce if you want to stay and remain for this man to be successful and be the thing that you always dreamed of. There's going to be lonely nights, lonely days. There's going to be a tension that a man who's not trying to achieve at this same level will be able to give you that he simply cannot. Opportunity only comes once in a lifetime. This archetype doesn't believe in luck. Luck is simply preparation meeting opportunity. And when these opportunities come, these men are prepared and more than ready. Think about the attitude. You think it's going to be a pleasant one. That will be a component, but that's a component that's not as much worked on. This is not going to be the nicest man you ever met. This is not going to be the most pleasant man you ever met, but he will be kind. He will be generous to the people he care about. But if he don't care about you, good luck. Now, what happens? You don't think that attitude seeps into the house? You'll be obtuse to believe that. So if that man is aggressive, a go-getter, he's not playing, he's kind but not nice, you're gonna get some of that in that house. As much as we want to hope that he's gonna be mean to everybody but you, that is not going to be the case. Don't fool yourself. But you got to be prepared to deal with this. Is this what you asking for? The program is going to be laid. You're going to have a foundation that you'll be able to build upon with him, but you have to fit within that. Because again, remember, this is the top 5, no more than 10% of the men that you're looking for. But I just hope that y'all understand what it is that you're looking for, and I hope you actually ready for it. Don't go in there complaining about things that I just told you. Do not be surprised. Do not fool yourself. Now, with this man trying to strive to achieve these goals, what is your role, right? Because we talked about it fitting in, but what does that look like? Ladies, you cannot be indolent. Whatever needs need to be met, you have to meet them. This is where the woman comes in and she's uberly valuable. You can help that man start his day on high by doing so many different things. Sex is a facet. Words of affirmation always help. Getting coffee ready in the morning, even ironing a shirt, telling him how amazing he is. This inspires a man that's already motivated, but we can get inspiration from everywhere. And that's the role. He may call you and say, babe, I need this mailed ASAP. What do? Do you take your lunch break early? Do you get off the couch? If you're unable to do it, can you find a way to get it done? He's working late nights, at the office, in a field, on his computer, in a truck to achieve this goal that we all should appreciate under that covering. Imagine what it's like to have that plate in the microwave. Imagine what it's like to have the DoorDash ready. Imagine what it's like to have you waiting up for him because of how much you appreciate it and everything that he does, you do, and everything that he's willing to sacrifice, so are you. What if she's working, right? And we're striving to get to this place. But that man has all the traits necessary to get there. The intestinal fortitude, the testicular fortitude, the willpower, the bend but don't break. He has all the traits necessary to be a high value man, but he on the grind. She's working also. He not quite there yet, so she still got to contribute. Do your best. Everybody contributes in that household, but don't tie that man's authority to his money, because when he gets there, the sky will be the limit for you. I swear. We look at Ryan Coogler, the man who produced Sinners and Creed and etc. His wife, now wife, paid that $400 for that editing software that he needed. A man that's going to be great will never forget shit like that. And you know what she never did? Never threw it in his face, never hold it over his head. And she backed him and supported him while he was on that journey to greatness. She made her contributions. So now she's reaping all the benefits, all the reward. The finish line is going to look different for us all. But if you get with that man before he get to that finish line, all that support that we never got, all that praise that was never heaped upon us. A lot of us generally get a whole bunch of repercussions and you could have done better. But what that woman next to you says, yo, I got you. This is just a drop in the bucket to what you about to earn for this family. Rub that man head, pat him on the back, and watch how great he become, and he can get there just a little bit faster with your contributions. Ladies, be humble, be righteous, be wifely, be dutiful, be an asset. But I'm telling you, it's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go with this high value man that you've been dreaming about. It's gonna be hard but fair. You're only gonna face what other women have met. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm out.